This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Wyoming's offense will get the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Sargent. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterback on the keeper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
So now it's 2nd and long. The play action fake. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
The Cowboys decide to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So Colorado's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
And it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
Leaves it with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Quickly to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Complete to the left. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
A really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first and now forcing a 4th down.
You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They'll go to the ground. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Off the leg and rolling out. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Anderson will throw. Fires left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab close to the logo. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And a Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to pass. It's Salter. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bucks! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Takes it on the shovel. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Finding open areas. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Off-play action on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Anderson wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's tough for the defense. The tight end's just so big and physical, and it's hard to drag him down. He only needed a few yards to get that first down. Defense will have to do a better job next time.
The Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The deep thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Wants to throw again. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Sargent. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Sends it back in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Anderson will throw. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Cowboys are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Miller. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, the offense able to pick up some extra yards after that curl throw there, because the QB got it to his guy early. He was able to turn around, make a guy miss, and go pick up some yak.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw. It's Salter. Makes the grab. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Miller. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And the Buffaloes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Rolls it in. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Salter. Gonna take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. This game right now is sort of still in the balance. And after a long drive by the offense on 3rd down, the defense able to make a play, get a hit on the target, knock it loose for an incompletion. And now it's decision time if you're on offense. What do you do here on 4th?
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Anderson wants to throw. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Scott. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Sargent. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
On the out route. Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Cowboys will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Salter. With the catch, it's Miller.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give from the gun. Past the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Throws to the tight end, and they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Anderson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
2nd down coming up. They'll give it to the back. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you could see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Takes a handoff. It's Scott. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Anderson wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Holman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Cowboys! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes with the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Dropping back, it's Salter. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. He's past the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes the offense on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. Racing to the right. Inside the touchdown, Colorado. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
At the 41-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll leave it with him. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Anderson will throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
The Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sargent. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
The Cowboys line it up with a 1st and goal. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Touchdown, Wyoming! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Salter. Might be looking to run. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Miller. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Miller. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Welsh. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Looking to buy time. Inside the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. You're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some room there to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And he finished it with a scintillating 28-yarder to the house. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durr. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Anderson wants to throw. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is an offense that obviously practices 2-minute situations, but they're not executing it right now, and I don't like the play call. You got to be throwing to the sticks, or you got to be throwing to the sideline so guys can get out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffs!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Motion from the back. Anderson will throw. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Durr. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sargent. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. And the Cowboys are facing 3rd and inches. Looking to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running back.
Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
That makes the score Colorado 34, Wyoming 24.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book.